Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, October 18th, 2022. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Yes, what a great couple of weekends for the boat shows. And now we do have a respite from the crowds for about 3 months until those pesky legislators come back in January. I'll take it. All right, let's get into today's news, shall we? Well, the big story yesterday evening, the one that made our news server struggle, was the one about the 27-year-old man from Annapolis that was arrested in the Home Depot parking lot for masturbating. On Saturday at about 4 p.m., a woman saw him and called 911. The Anne Arundel County Police arrived on the scene, found the car and the suspect. The woman positively identified him, and he was arrested, charged, and released with his own recognizance. He was charged with a misdemeanor. In the city of Annapolis, the police are investigating 2 armed assaults and an armed robbery. In one of the armed assaults, a woman reported that an acquaintance pulled a gun on her in the 1100 block of Madison Street in the city's Eastport section. Police are trying to locate the woman. The other was in the heart of downtown, outside of the Market House on Market Space. 2 men were in a verbal altercation when one of them pulled the gun on the other and fled the scene before police arrived. They do not have a suspect in that case. And in the armed robbery, a man was unloading his vehicle on Bates Street, which is in the Landings community, when he was approached by 2 juveniles, one with a handgun. They demanded his property. He gave it, and they fled the scene and were not located. All of those happened over the weekend. Okay, on to some better news. Golfers must love the Hospice of the Chesapeake. After trying to finagle a date that worked for them, the Hospice of the Chesapeake was finally able to resume their annual golf tournament, and this year, more than 250 golfers broke the record once again, raising more than $240,000. The tournament was held on September 29th at the Queenstown Harbor Golf Links, and the weather was actually spectacular that day. So kudos to the planning committee for a great job. Wallet Hub. I love these guys because they do all sorts of studies and rankings, and they're usually really very interesting. The latest one, the best colleges in Maryland. Now let's do this Letterman style. Hey, and for you youngins out there, Google David Letterman top 10 to understand what I mean by that. Number 10, Frostburg. Number 9, Eastern Shore. Number 8, University of Baltimore. Number 7, Coppin State. Number 6, Towson. Number 5, Mount St. Mary's. Number 4, St. Mary's College of Maryland. Number 3, UMBC. Number 2, University of Maryland College Park. And the number 1 top college in the state of Maryland, Johns Hopkins University. Notably absent was the Naval Academy and Salisbury. Tonight with Anne at CovingtonAlsina, it is Women, Wine, and Wisdom, which is a roundtable discussion of topics important to women. This week, they're going to be talking about estate planning with the token male, Frank Campbell of Sims & Campbell. It is a Zoom seminar, starts at 7 p.m. There is no cost, and you can get registered at CovingtonAlsina.com/events. And that's CovingtonAlsina.com/events. And you also want to check out the other upcoming events she's planning. She's got a Planning for Healthcare and Retirement on November 1st. They have a second Saturday divorce workshop on November 12th and December 10th, and a health insurance and open enrollment workshop on November 15th. You know Anne from her Monday Money Reports here on the Daily News Brief. Now you got a chance to check her out in person. She's really great. All right, it is Ticket Tuesday, and Ram's Head on Stage has refilled my hopper. Today we have a choice of 2 shows. On Friday, Bob Mould, or on Saturday, that DC fave, Everything, with local fave, Jimmy Haha. Again, DM me on Twitter or email me and let me know which one you'd like to see, and I may pick you. And seriously, thank you to everyone at Ram's Head for hooking us up. I was just checking out the upcoming shows, and there are really some good ones there. Debbie Gibson for Christmas, Chris Isaac for Christmas, Southside Johnny, Jim Messina. You want to check it out? ramsheadonstage.com. Oh, and Lindsey Buckingham, too. Podcast news. Up this Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, Scout and Molly's. And I think I'm going to take a break on the bonus pods for this week. And if you do have any suggestions for local businesses, we're always looking for them. We'd love to spotlight them. Just let me know and I'll reach out to them. All right, that is a wrap. But first, a quick thank you to you for listening and sharing and letting your friends and colleagues all know about the Daily News Brief. Also to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief, Solar Energy Services, the Christi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company, and Scout and Molly's over there at the Annapolis Town Center. So now you just need to hang tight because we have George Young from DCMDVA Weather standing by with your locally forecast weather report. All that coming up in just a bit.
Ready for a new look for those end-of-summer parties? Come see us at Scout and Molly's. I'm Betsy Abraham. My mom and I own and operate this great little boutique at the Annapolis Town Center. After spending the last 2 years shopping online, come enjoy a fun, in-person shopping experience with a bonus, real customer service. We'd love to help you pick out the perfect outfit for back-to-school Annapolis boat shows and nights out with your friends. Scout and Molly's, Annapolis Town Center. Thanks for shopping local.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, October 18th. Not a bad start to the work and school week yesterday for the Annapolis region, despite plenty of clouds. But the chill is in the air starting today, and it will stay that way through Thursday, but then should warm nicely through the weekend with sunny skies throughout the entire period. Temps outside this morning are now in the 30s and 40s across all of Anne Arundel County, and PM highs will likely reach the mid-50s or so for most in the region, with slightly breezy winds throughout the day, making it feel a bit cooler. Ahead of more 50s Wednesday and Thursday, with some spots likely hitting 60-plus degrees Thursday afternoon, but it'll still be in the 30s for everyone Wednesday and Thursday morning, so be sure to dress accordingly both days. From there, it's more sunshine Friday through the weekend with highs Friday in the low to mid-60s, with mid-60s to lower 70s maybe, and sun expected both Saturday and Sunday, making for another spectacular fall weekend to get out and about across the entire Mid-Atlantic region. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with our website at dcmdvaweather.info. And definitely be sure to download our DCMDVA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
Another moving moment from Christy Neidhart of the Christy Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster Company.
Hi, I'm Christy Neidhart. Gearing up for the Bay Bridge Run Walk, I figured if I was going to walk, then why not do it for a cause? And why not bring along some friends, too? I reached out to my Stacy Nicholson of C&R Insurance and Dale Watson of Alpha Engineering, and they said yes, but why stop there? So we're putting out an official challenge to other and listeners to join forces with us.
So we'll walk for a cause Sunday, November 13th. All funds raised will support backpacks for kids, Christmas for children, and diapers for babies. These programs make a difference in the lives of people throughout our community.
We invite you to walk with us. Join Team Walk the Walk Foundation, and registration is free. Visit WTWF.org to register and learn more. Already registered? No problem. You can still join our Walk the Walk fundraising team.
What's that website again?
WTWF.org.
Together we can rock this walk. Who's in?
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.